been with the Juice Plus Canada since 1996. He's a vice president of sales for Juice Plus Canada and part of the global sales team. He works very closely with the U.S. and Australia, and of course other countries as well. Stephen travels throughout Canada to work with representatives on the company's mission to inspire healthy living around the world. Stephen's focus is to bring together representatives from coast to coast to share in the company's mission and to enhance the lives of everyone around us. So when Stephen's not working, you usually find him in Brampton with his family, Sierra, Ethan, and Bobby, or hiking around the world. So we asked for like things you might not know about our speakers. And so he said something fun. He loves music, and he likes to learn and play different instruments. And his favorite is the guitar. He might give us a solo today. And he said something like, but I'm also having a, you're going to have to say this, Stephen, because I have no idea even what this word is. I'm like, what? This word. Let me just really quick, before you jump in, Stephen, let me say this. This man right here is the heart and soul of Juice Plus Canada. If I can say that, I mean, I know him pretty well because he's buddies with my John Shaw, but I'll tell you what, he is amazing soul inside and out, and I'm super honored that he said yes to speaking this morning. Stephen, it's all you.
Thank you very much. You can hear me fine, Courtney? I know okay, good. I was a little late jumping on. Thank you. Thanks for that. The word you were looking for was didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Australian friends, if they're tuned in, and I'm sure they are, they would know what a didgeridoo is, but that's the one I'm learning right now. So thank you so much. Thanks to the committee for asking me. I'm absolutely honored. I was excited from the moment Courtney messaged me and asked me, and then we talked about it on one of your trips up here. And it felt like a long way off when you asked, and they're like, wow, it's a long way away. I guess I can do that. And then, wow, all of a sudden it's here. And I don't know about you guys, but there's that buzz and excitement around this weekend. I mean, it's I'm just looking at the participant count now. There's 541 people locked into this link around the globe. And, you know, and you can see on different parts of the screen how many people are in people's homes. So you think about it, that's so many people right now dialed into this weekend. So thank you so much to the committee. This is their fourth, I think, if I'm correct, fourth PJ Regional, where we can get people all over in your house, get together, have some fun, and share this mission, hear some inspiring stories, and set some goals, set some targets for you. And I'm just honored to be a part of it, so thanks very much. I want to start by just, there's probably some people on here that I've never met before, or we've never met, so just share a little bit about myself. I've been with the company for 22 years. I just celebrated 22 years over the summer, and I'm just going to change my view here. 22 years over the summer, and it's incredible to think about that. You know, it's 22 years on July 22nd, and that's over half my life I've been with the Juice Plus company. And every time I say that, it's like, wow, that was very unexpected, but I'm just humbled and incredibly grateful for the journey over this last, bunch of years. I was born and raised on the east coast of Canada. For those of you who don't know where Newfoundland is, it's a big granite rock out in the middle of the North Atlantic. I always tell people it's where the Titanic sank. And I also like to tell people it's, the tropical island of Canada. It's hardly tropical. But that's where I was born and raised. Beautiful place to grow up. But didn't have a great economy. And so at the age of 18, as I was graduating from high school, I was trying to figure out what to do with myself. And found myself working for Pepsi-Cola. My whole family worked with Pepsi. We drove trucks, delivered Pepsi to stores, worked in the plants, sales reps, everyone kind of had some job to do there. So it was just felt like it was my destiny that I would work for the Pepsi-Cola company. And so I did, worked summers through school, and then school wrapped up, and I have a whole other story about post-secondary education that one day I'll share with you, but kind of graduated from school and thought, that's it, I'll go work for Pepsi, and did that for about a year. And I don't know if you've ever had a job where you hate getting up in the morning and going to it, and you're kind of sick to your stomach. And at that time, too, I didn't really have a lot of self-confidence, so I wouldn't feel right calling my uncle and telling him I didn't want to go. So I used to tell my mom I was sick and ask my mom. I was 18. Asked my mom to call in to my uncle to tell him I was too sick to go to work. I just didn't want to go. I wasn't in tune with what that really was. that work really wasn't aligned with what I wanted to do. I just didn't like going. And it all kind of happened one day, delivering Pepsi in Newfoundland. A shift happened, and I didn't know where this path was going to take me, but I just was completely unsatisfied. It was a windy, rainy day, and we were delivering Pepsi into another store, and I was hauling more 2 liters of Pepsi off the truck and putting them down. My uncle was a little further down doing the same thing, and the wind came whipping around the side of the Pepsi truck and caught his comb over. It was flapping in the wind like a windsock at the airport. And I remember everything kind of stopped for a minute because I was already, follically challenged at the time. And I remember looking and going, oh my God, this can't be, no. It's like went right in on that comb over, and I thought, that's me. This is what I'm going to be for the rest of my life, and I'm not happy. And a week later, I was on an airplane leaving Newfoundland and flying to Ontario to Toronto. My sister had been working for the Juice Plus company. And so I thought I'd come up and spend the summer, see if I can find a job. At the very least, if I don't, I'll have some fun for the summer, and then I'll go get a trade, or I'll figure out something to do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Came up, went to work with her one day, was dropping resumes off in the area. Was kind of sitting back at Juice Plus, waiting for the day to wrap up so we could go home. And the president, Paul Stewart, at the time walked in and said, who are you and what are you doing here? And I explained who I was, and he said, well, would you like to come to work? And I thought, all right, they're really busy in the warehouse. He said, why don't you come in tomorrow and work in the warehouse? So I did. Started working in the warehouse. My first job was putting AM, PM stickers on the top of orchard and garden capsules. It was the first thing I did for the Juice Plus company. And was doing that, and then started picking and packing and shipping. And they asked me to stay on for the next week, and then asked me to work for the summer. And at the end of the summer, they said, there's a full-time job here if you want it. And I gladly took it. At the time, it was just a job to me. I really didn't know what the company was about, didn't know what the mission was about. Hadn't met a whole lot of representatives like yourself. Some people would pop into the office and say hi, but they really didn't know what was what with that. And then when I took the full-time job in the fall, a position opened up in the accounting department, and they asked if I wanted to move in the accounting department, and I did, and they sent me to school, and I started studying for my CGA, which is like CPA. And I did that for about 1.5 years, and we realized that that's really not where my strengths were. So for the betterment of the company, we decided to see if there's some other things that I could do. And that's really when I found my room with the company. I was leaving in distributor support, and the position opened up in distributor support, so I moved there and was on the phone, answering phone calls, doing field support, and really fell in love with the company. I started talking to people like yourselves, hearing stories, making connections, building relationships, and really learning what this business was all about. And then I was fortunate enough and blessed enough to be able to travel for the company. I started coming up to some boot camps and regionals, spending some time with Ron Watkins and Doug Arscott, and they were teaching me, and was getting to travel for the company. And that's really where I went. It shifted from this, it's a job to, a career, not even a career. It just became part of who I was. I loved it. And I still do. I can't believe that I get paid to do this, to jump on airplanes and go hang out with amazing, inspiring people whose sole mission is to try to better themselves and in the process better their friends and family, all in the spirit of good health, good nutrition, and just becoming better in our community. I mean, wow, that's incredible. And I can jump on a plane and go to 20 plus countries around the world and find that. Get off a plane, there's a smiling Juice Plus person there, willing to sit down and break bread with me and have a few laughs and talk about what's going on. And give me a hug. I love the hugs too. So it's been incredible. I feel so grateful that I get to do this day in and day out. I'm going to apologize if you're hearing some background noise here. We're in the middle of a move. So I literally set up a makeshift office here on top of 2 U-Haul boxes, and you can see some boxes behind me. And I also have 2 kittens, which are just going to run around in back here and create a ruckus. So hopefully there's not too much distraction in the background. So what I wanted to share with you guys today, just over the next few little minutes, when Courtney said, what do you want to talk about? I said, well, it's been interesting. I've been really looking at this idea of a gig economy.